Hello everyone, it's Mayan and I wanted to share another cake that I just made. And this is a combination of Elmo, Bakugan, and Pokemon. This is for the birthday of Ralph and DJ. Ralph is turning 2. DJ's I think it's turning 7. And brief story behind this was initially the birthday was supposed to be 2 months ago. They got really sick. And the theme back then was Elmo and the Bakugan dragon, which I already made. So I had this on standby, so I had them dry. And for those of you who are asking, if I have a gum paste figure dry, how long can I keep it? You can keep it for years, as long as it's kept in a dry place, no insects, no ants whatsoever. You can still use it much later on. And after spending some time with DJ, found out that he's into more of Pokemon now than Bakugan. But I told him about my idea of putting a dragon there and he said, cool! So there you go, I put him back here. The initial challenge in making this cake was just meshing the three ideas together. And the nice thing about YouTube is that you make friends with real people here who are very talented and just throw, ideas, bounce ideas off each other. And I usually do it with Laura. So I gave Laura my idea and she initially thought that the Pokemon is Pikachu, which is the yellow one with the lightning tail. And she gave me the idea about what about, making it look like flames, have the colors blend from yellow going into red. And that kind of made, it just made my brain gears turn. That's what I told her. So later on when I told her it's not Pikachu, it's an Earth Pokemon. He's like a snapping turtle type of Pokemon. So what I wanted to incorporate was his Earth environment going up to Sesame Street. So made it to look like Earth going to the sky, gives the Sesame Street, on its own it still looks like Sesame Street. With the lamp, Big Bird's doors, the fire hydrant, and all the boxes and stuff, going all the way to it's so difficult to turn, all the way to Oscar. And then the idea was the dragon was going to invade Sesame Street, so Oscar can't come out because the dragon's outside. There you go. But still, on its own, on the bottom tier, it's still all about the Earth environment of Turtwig. And I'm pretty sure that DJ is going to understand why I chose this. So the base of the cake, the board, I overlapped gum paste layers. I tried to make impressions and stuff to make it look more texturized, and it will have a more interesting look to it. And I used these airbrush colors. Oh my god, these things stain like, oh, they stain badly. So wear gloves when you use them. I use chroma colors from, I believe they're Americolor. Oh no, it's from Copy Cake. I wasn't reading it. Okay, chroma colors from Copy Cake. I got them from sugarcraft.com. And okay, let's show you the smaller details of the cake. That's the Pokeball gum paste. If you're gonna make something as big as this, try to use something lighter for the head, like Rice Krispies. He's all gum paste, and if I didn't glue him firmly, he's gonna tip over. So that's the difficulty. And I think visually, a more interesting part of the cake would be this dragon. He's all gum paste, it's 3D, which I personally think it's cool. Even though it's not perfect, like the one you see in the cartoon, but it was a first for me. I made it so hard to kind of just show you how to make this, because you just sit down with a picture in front of you and just try to shape it. But if you're going to just try to do it in segments. That was 1, the bottom was 2, 3 for the tail, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 different pieces. And try to use gum paste. It's really tough, because that's going to give you more control when you're making indentations, when you're trying to shape them. If you're going to use like fondant that you put Tylos in, and you have not waited enough time until it's cured, it's going to be really soft, and it's going to be a frustrating experience. You would want this to hold its shape. So use gum paste that's tough. And there. Oh, initially, that's why the colors are a bit off. You know, red gum paste is like this. But when you look at this, the colors are deeper, more gruesome. Because I airbrushed it. It was initially white, and then I airbrushed it red. And back then, I still didn't have enough control of my airbrush, so it appeared mottled in some, and I think some of it I had too much shortening. But anyway, the total look of the dragon being kind of scary, I think DJ will find kind of cool. So there you go. I hope you have found some ideas in this cake. It is already busy as it is, so I didn't want to put, you know, too much decoration on the bottom, so you can focus on the main character. So I think Rylan would would understand why, you know, without even me saying my color choices and how I try to distribute the reds and the greens and the blues to make it still look together and not kind of, you know, look too much. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Again, when I'm stumped, I always go back to my YouTube friends for inspiration, and I always get it. You guys never disappoint. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day, and take care.